And you're locked in with me, BB Davis, for BB Love Sports. The sports and gaming is the exquisite fusion. Happy Good Friday to everybody. You know what it is. We're locked into the Final Four March Madness. This is one of two games tonight for women's basketball NCAA Final Four. It's live on ESPN. I want to give a shout out to 1021 Media Group out there in Indy. Hope you're having a ball and being safe and bring back that good up close and personal coverage. All right, so here's the score. South Carolina 46, UConn 39. We have 8 minutes and counting into the fourth quarter. Carolina is up. They are 35 of 3. UConn is 38 and 0. Those are their numbers for the season here. This has been an incredible game, starting out really good. We saw a tie. I have to look back at some more of the quickie stats, but coming back and never giving up in 8 minutes and counting in the fourth quarter. Score a change, 46-42, Carolina up. Now, I stated earlier before the game, you got two great, incredible programs, two great coaches, two great schools, great players. Score change, 46-42, Carolina's still up. It would all come down to adjustments. How do you execute your adjustments as far as going into the game to see what needs to be done with how close or how not close the game is? So if the coaches are doing well with the adjustments, calls, the players do well with the adjustments to play, then you'll have a game just like this. Okay, so 46-42, UConn did draw the foul just now, so everybody has to settle down here. We got 7 minutes, ladies, 7 minutes, and Carolina is still up 46-42, but UConn will go to the line. And so we didn't think that the game was going to be any different than what it is. I don't think nobody thought that this was going to be real neck to neck, and it's just going to be how it plays out. Now you start looking at other indicators like time possession of the ball, foul trouble, how you can keep your head into the game. They did not get that 2-point free throw there. So it's 46-42 with 7:20 left into the fourth quarter. So it looks like Carolina's trying to play long to get in some of those threes to create some space and maybe also try to create a foul. And yes, they got it. But of course, at 7:07, even though you may not want to draw the fouls, sometimes you really do want to draw those fouls, so you can kind of slow down the clock. Because again, I'm going to talk about it because I love to talk about that time possession of the ball. How well do you execute that? How well do you stay out of foul trouble? Keep your head into the game. Keep those emotions except for on winning, and then just go from there. So I love it, and I am so happy. Earlier in my career, multimedia starting out, I interviewed Dawn Staley and a lot of the other players when she was a player for the Charlotte Sting in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was incredible just to see the growth, just to see all of us do our growth thing, you know what I'm saying, in our 5th decade of life. So it's just so good. It's always great to see women in sports in any capacity that's really doing it really, really well. All right, so we had a little bit of roughness on the court, but it was just, grab ball. But UConn now has possession of the ball. We're at 6:46 and counting in the fourth quarter. The score is 46-42 with Carolina in the lead, and we're going to see how they set this up. Okay, a lot of perimeter, passing on the balls, and then we're getting what you call an intended foul to stop that clock. So she knew that she had to take her to the line. And is she good at making that 2 at the line, or is she not good at making that free throw? So we shall see. This is number 4 for UConn. And again, I just think it's great. They've already released their schedule, NCAA, for Okay, and she gets a free throw, so it's 46-43. They've already released their schedule for next year, and Charlotte is on the docket, okay? Charlotte is on the docket for having one of those games and be there in the QC, the Queen City, for 2 days. Okay, next free throw, and it's good. So now we're down to a 2-point game, 46-42. UConn trailing 2 behind Carolina, so we're going to have to see now what the play is going to be. This is where you start doing those adjustments and how well your players can respond to those adjustments, if there's any adjustments, or we're just going to go by the playbook and go from there. All right, so a lot of pass protection is going. They're going straight up into the paint, trying to create the foul. Didn't create the foul, but got the point. So that's 48-44. A good ball. They're very aggressive. Same thing happens back at UConn. Bounce off ball, shooting around the perimeter, going up in the paint. Maybe try and draw a foul. Loose ball. Ball back with Carolina. They're going to try and snatch it back, slow it down, slow down the pace a little bit, but not too much. We're at 6:05. Coming into the paint and draws a foul. Carolina. Whoop, whoop. Yes. All right. So that's the biggest thing in time possession of the ball. You want to use all your minutes. I think both teams are doing incredibly well, but I definitely give the edge to Carolina, and not because we are Carolina Gamecock fans since the 70s and alumni since the 70s. It has nothing to do with that, but I just say the edge is there for her. With how to create something with the time you have, everything's so close, and time possession of the ball. So we got a coach up, okay? Here is intense. Carolina with the perimeter. She's going to try and go for the 3. Up, and it's in. So nice 3 there. Widening that gap. Carolina is out there representing. UConn is out there representing. This is anybody's game still, but that's a nice way to clear my set thing. Yeah. Okay. 51-44, Carolina up, but you can't count out UConn. But yeah, that was a really big shot to widen up that gap there with UConn closing in on the ranks. So I'm going to enjoy my little quick time here before we come back. We got 5 minutes in this game. It's always a pleasure. I'm BB Davis for BEBE Sports, where sports and gaming is the exquisite fusion.